Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm interviewing a student from Marche's brand new program, which is really, really interesting. Mahdieh, can you give us an introduction to yourself?
Hey everyone, my name is Mahdieh, the first year med student at Marche University, and I'm honored to be here as interviewer for our course.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining. So in this part of the interview, I just want to ask some questions about your university, and then in the second part, we'll talk a bit more about the city and everything else. Um, Marche has a very, very unique program in that you have optional credits that you can complete to graduate with another degree. Could you tell me a little bit more about this program?
About our course, actually the aim of this course is to integrate the medical training path with transdisciplinary skills common to the medical training and biomedical engineering path. The biomedical engineering focus is on the technology and medicine to develop the equipment for improving human health. So they might focus on the technology in such a way that they can design the computers or simulation to test the new drug therapies or something related in this topic. And actually, our course, yes, it's a double degree course. You will have 360 credits for the medicine part, and you have also 13 more credits for the biomedical engineering degree. And in our course, we have still some mandatory credits for the biomedical engineering course, but the 30 credits are optional. And if you do them, if you take the exams, at the end of the sixth year, you can request for the biomedical engineering degree also.
Cool. So the 30 extra credits that you have to do, how is that workload split over the 6 years? Like, did you already start exams in first year or do you start in second year? How are the optional exams structured?
The optional credits are offering in the second year and third year, and there is not that much information about the timetabling or the way that they will offer these credits simultaneously to our medicine course, but they are in the second year and third year. But in the first year, we had the mandatory credits for these, for example, the math and the mathematical analysis and geometry, it was mandatory credits. So we did it in the first year, and in the second year and third year, we will have the optional part, and let's see what will happen.
Uh, cool. So I think I mean, um, medical school is already so heavy, right? Like the course load is really, really, really a lot. And in Sapienza, for example, second year, in my opinion, is the hardest year. Um,
Mhm.
how like do you think it's going to work when you already have such a heavy workload to also add in an extra 30 credits?
Actually, yes, the reality is that the medicine part, we have to study a lot for that. Even in the first year, we have a lot to study. So for this course, really, we need to put more efforts and we need to study a lot because you need to uh, manage both medicine and biomedical engineering. It's not easy at all, and it's going to be really, really hard. But um, I think it's really amazing because the medicine is really getting modern day by day, and studying only medicine is not enough, in my opinion, in this new world. For example, we can see that the robotic surgery, the telemedicine, really they are going to be improving day by day. So it's a modern course, and in my opinion, as a medical doctor, you will have more skills in the future, and even you have more opportunities after you finish your studying. So yes, it's so hard. It's not easy at all, but it's going to be worth it. Yeah.
Cool. So since the optional classes haven't started yet, what are your timetables like now? Like when do you start? When do you finish? Do you have a lunch break? What does your day to day look like in first year?
Okay, in the first semester, our classes were in the engineering faculty, and the timetable was like we had classes from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., some days from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The lunch time is from 1 to 2. And I mean, we have class from 9 to 1, then 1 to 2 is a break for the lunch, and after that, 2 to 4 if there is any class in the afternoon. But in the second semester, we had also PTA, so the timetable a little was changing, and we had class from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. But still, some days we had class from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. or even to 4 p.m. So it's a long day,
Yeah, those are very
and
long days.
yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know how it's going to change over the next few years? Like, do you guys have like
Um,
access to timetables of the following years since you're the first year of the course, you're brand new?
it's hard to predict, but maybe because of the optional credits, the day can be longer. But actually, yes, I think we will have increase in timing of the classes, but I'm not sure at all. Maybe they can provide the optional course in other days or something like that. We don't know still what is their decision about this part, but everything can happen. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. And what does your annual calendar look like? Like, when do you usually start classes? When do you have exams? When do you have breaks? I mean, I think all of Italy follows roughly the same calendar, but can you tell me a bit about your academic year?
hmm First, let's start with the exam part. Exam seasons are in the February, also in April, in May, June, July, and also September. So we have lots of choices for the exams dates, and also you can try the exams unlimited times. If you sit for exam, you do the exam, but you don't like your score, then you reject it. Another time you will sit for that exam again, and you can do these unlimited times. So that's about the exam. About the trend that we are following, we have also, I told you that we have the mandatory credits also for the biomedical engineering part in the first 3 years. So it's going to be work like this. We have the block for the medicine credits. They are annual. I mean, for example, the cell morphology block for us is annual, and we learned the applied biology, genetics, human anatomy, macroscopic, and also the histology in 1 year, not only in first semester. In whole year, we are studying this course for the, for example, cell morphology part. At the end of the year, we have exam for that, and all of these topics are going to have the one complete exams in 1 day. And we have the mandatory credits, but they are each semester. For example, the math lectures that we had in the first semester. So the exams was also in the end of the first semester, and it's because of these mandatory credits for biomedical engineering. They organize these things that we can also cover the medicine, and we don't remove any part of medicine. So it's like that. Some of the blocks for the medicine going to be annual, and some other blocks of the medicine going to be in one semester. For example, in the second semester, we don't have any mandatory credit for the biomedical engineering. So we have just focused on the medicine part now. We have anatomy, we have biochemistry, physiology, pharmacology, a little, the basic things. So, and they are going to have the exam in the June, July. So it's the end of the second semester. Another time in the third semester, we will have some mandatory credits for the biomedical engineering and some topics for medicine which are annual. They are going to be um, offering in annual. So it's like that the first 3 years because we have the mandatory credits for biomedical engineering. So we have this organization. in our course to handle everything.
Okay, I mean, it seems like a very, very full course load. And so then I assume that your academic year starts in like October after the September exams. You probably get time off for December.
Actually, every gap is deleted from our course because they need to cover everything for us. It's a heavy course, so it's not that much surprising that they are doing that. And we
What,
have
sorry,
still
what
that.
do you mean by the gaps are removed? Like you don't get Christmas break or?
No, no, we have them. We have the Christmas break. We have the actually the holiday for the exams season. We have summer, but any other gap, I mean, in Italian course, maybe they have some gaps. We hear something about it, but in our course is not that like that. And we have classes, if we are not in the exam seasons or if we are not in summer or Christmas holiday, so the classes are always going on. I mean.
So when did you end your, so you had exams in February. So when did you end classes for the winter session?
For the winter session, it was maybe 1 week before starting the date of the exams. Because we started really late because of the IMAT. Every university, the first semester start really late because they need to publish their ranking list, they need to organize something about that. So we started really late. It was in the middle of October. So um, and in because of that reason, our course finished in just 1 week before the exam season of the February. Yeah.
Okay, but in second year it might be different. You might get more time, but we won't know
Yes,
until.
maybe, maybe.
Okay.
We hope so because it was so intensive. It was
Yeah,
so hard.
I can
Yeah.
imagine. Just a bit earlier, you mentioned something called TPA that you start in second semester. Could you tell me a bit more about what
Mhm.
that is and what exactly you do in it?
About the PTA, it's the professionalizing training activity. And for example, for the first year, the PTA has three parts. First part is for histology, the second part is for genetics, and the third part is for biochemistry. In histology, we went to lab, actually in laboratory. We divided into two groups. So we had their own microscope, and we work on the samples of the organs, and we discuss about the different parts of the samples of the each organ, and we learned the clinical part of the histology. The second part about the genetics, it's about learning how to hypothesize the family pedigree about the genetic diseases. And about the biochemistry, it's about nutrition and how it's going to be important and what is the effect of that on human life and human health conditions. And yeah, it will offer um, after some weeks. So yeah.
Cool. And so the histology that you were doing the labs in, I since Marche is such a modern university and the course is so modern, I assume your student facilities are also quite nice.
Yes, the facilities of the university is really fascinating because about the library, about the laboratories, and also even the hospital. The facilities are really good, and the laboratory was really modern. And the professor just showed a sample with the special microscope, and it was the projectors to show the sample in the good magnificence to all of the students. And then the professor discussed about the each sample, and we have the idea about each part of the sample. So it was really nice course, and yeah, it was my favorite part.
What about your other facilities like your libraries?
And the library, actually, in the first semester, the biomedical engineering library was so big, and it was quite nice. And about the medical faculty in the second semester, it's really nice, and you have Wi-Fi access. You can reserve your seat, go there and study. It's quiet place, and Yeah, everything is okay, and it's not that much huge and big, but it's still it's going to actually work for the capacity and capacity workload and the number of the students. It's okay, I think. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't really struggle to find a seat when you need to study.
No, no, no. Most of the time you can reserve your seat and go there and study. And if it's full, we have a study room and you can go there even. But it's not like a library that much quiet, but still it's a good place to study with a nice view. Yeah.
And do you have plugs and stuff? You said you have Wi-Fi. Like they thought about.
Yes,
Okay, perfect.
yes, yes. Each table has it. Yeah.
Um, so you said that you were in the biomedical building and then you switched, sorry, the engineering building and then you switched to the medical building. Your classes are now always going to be in the medical building, or do you know how it's going to change? Do you know if you're ever going to have classes in the hospital, for example?
About the course, it's like the first semester and the third semester going to be in the in the engineering faculty, and the second semester, the fourth semester, and afterwards going to be in the medical medicine faculty actually. And about the fifth semester, I'm not sure. Maybe we will be in the engineering faculty or medicine faculty. I'm not sure, but about the first semester and third semester, I'm sure that the classes will be in the engineering faculty.
I see. What about your non-student facilities like canteens or sports facilities? I don't know if you have any museums, like all of the non-strictly studying facilities.
Actually, our university offers really wide facilities for students. And that's the most important thing that I really like because it's not about just studying in a university. You should also have facilities as a student in a university. And about these facilities, if I want to talk about them, we have Mensa, yes, both in the engineering faculty and medicine faculty. They are near the university, and in the lunch time, you can go there and have your lunch. And so it's about the Mensa part. And actually, about the sport facilities, yes, we have also a sports website for the university. If the students want, they can search and they can visit their website. There are really different courses in each sport. For example, basketball, volleyball, aerobics, or even for climbing, tennis, or I don't know, other sports, and they can gain the membership and they can participate in the courses if they are still continuing, because sometimes maybe because of the low number of the students they cancel the course, so it depends. They can still ask about it, but yeah, there is also facility about this sport.
And are the sports facilities free, or like is it expensive? How much does it cost?
Yes, and you just need to pay for the membership card, which is just €10. And after that, you can participate in all of the courses. But for example, some courses like dancing or some other courses, they need to pay actually separate and extra money for them. But most of the courses are free. Yeah, most of the courses are free. The
Wow,
just some of them are need to pay.
that's really amazing, actually. And what
Yeah.
about the canteen? What are the prices in the canteen like?
hmm If you want the secondo and also the main menu, it costs €5.5. And if you just want the main meal, then it's €3. And if you have a scholarship, then it's free for you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, very, very appropriately priced. What about Italian classes? Does the university provide Italian for you guys?
Yes, it's just one day in week, and they are providing this course for us. But actually, it's not that much serious. I mean, if you wanna learn new language, just once a week is not enough at all. and you need to put the pressure on yourself and just studying the language. But there is a professor in that class, you can ask the questions, or the professor is here to help you about the language. And so, but yes, we have the course for that
And
also.
the course is free, I assume, the Italian course.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Ah, okay, cool. So what is your class size like, and like the diversity of it, the dynamics of it? How would you describe your class without being dramatic? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like if you guys fight, I don't know if you want to talk about it, but in general, how would you describe it?
Actually, our class, um, we are 51 students for now, and we the nationality is really wide range. We have students from South Korea, from Brazil, from Peru, from Turkey, and even from Greece. So the nationality is really so different in our class, and the vibe is it's not that much. It's okay. We are friendly, and actually the vibe is friendly, and we support each other, help each other in topics, or even we did a conference for histology course, and it was really amazing because it was the first time that we worked together as a group. So the vibe is really nice. I like our class. Yeah.
And you have a wide age range as well, I assume.
Yes, the range is between 20 years old to, I think, yeah, 20 years old to 30 years old.
Okay, pretty good.
Yeah.
And what about your professors? I mean, every course in the world, every university has good and bad professors. So I don't know why people always ask about this, but in general, are you happy with your professor's level of English? Are you happy with their experience level? Because also, this is the first year of the English Market course, which has a lot of difficulties that come
Hmm.
with it. Um,
Yes, actually, I think all of us were really worried about the English situation in Italy because it's Italy, and you cannot expect that much professional language level, but really our professors are so professional, and I'm so satisfied about it. And they really trying to use also the modern thing in our classes. For example, the histology professor, we used book club in our class. It means we did a topic in a class, and after that, in book lab, the professor upload questions about that topic. So all of the lecture just reviewed for us. So it was really helping us to understand the topic better in the same class, in the same time. So, and even our anatomy professor, she's trying to show us video at the end of the lecture to actually we can understand better the topic. And yeah, the professors also the level of them are really mm, actually adorable. I mean, they are professional enough to be here, and I'm so satisfied. I mean, with my IMET score, I could enter any other universities in Italy, but now I'm here, and I'm really satisfied with this part also. They can speak really good English, and they are really understandable. They are really professional, and yes, everything about this part is really perfect.
Amazing. What about, so you said that they use this thing to ask questions. What about other resources that the university provides? Like, do you get access to, I don't know, like Amboss or Up to Date, or like any licensed things that normally the student would have to pay for? Do you get like a lot of free resources, or have you not
Mm-hmm.
discovered them yet? How does it work?
Yes, they are trying to update us. For example, the math professor just updated us with the new ebook, which is in the about the basic part of the mathematics, and it's the new resources. So, and other professors also, they are offering, I mean, we have a slide for each topic, for each block, but sometimes they offer such things, sometimes no. They just say that, okay, these are the resources. You need to provide them and you can study them if you want. So it's like that. It's a little early to talk about because we don't have still that much experience about this part, but till now, as I said, yeah, the math professor updated us about some new ebooks and also, yes,
Cool. And as a final question, is there anything that you wish you knew before you started in Marche, or is there anything that, like, if someone is considering Marche, like a warning or a message that you would give them, or, something that you
yeah.
wish you knew?
Actually, I was so worried about the double degree course because, as we said, it's really hard and it needs discipline to do that. But really, when you enter to the university, the only important thing is that just doing your best and be strong enough to handle your studying schedule or something like that. And also, I was so concerned that really we are going to study medicine. Why they just also integrate the biomedical engineering in our course? And about this part, I know some students have struggled with this part, but we talked too much about it with our university. There is 360 credits for the medicine and nothing is removed. So be sure about that. Your medicine path will be really perfect, and also you will have more opportunities at the end of your studying as if you do also the optional course. And it really is amazing. The only thing that, yeah, the only thing that I maybe emphasize about it, it's about this part.
Okay, cool. So that's the first part of the interview. I'll end it here and we'll move on to the second part.